Okay, bit of graphing practice. Okay, let's look at this. Find the intercepts and then graph the line. So you're trying to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept and then just join those 2 points together. Okay. Now remember, an x-intercept is when y equals 0. Remember that, okay? An x-intercept is when y equals 0, and a y-intercept is when x equals 0. Okay, so if you want to, let's have a look. I've got a little table right here. But honestly, it really is just look at this equation. 7x minus 3y equals negative 21. Okay, so when x is 0, 7x is not there. You are left with negative 3y equals negative 21. Okay, there you go. That's all you have. So if you divide both sides by negative 3, you're going to get 7. 7 is where it's going to cross the y-axis. So 0, 7 is the y-intercept. Okay. So now then, when y equals 0, so the 3y is not there, you're left with 7x equals negative 21, which is finding the x value. Okay. So x looks like negative 3. Okay. So negative 3, 0 is the x-intercept. Right, where's that, folks? Well, you know, let's just check, is that right? 7 on the y, negative 3 on the x. Is that okay everywhere? Let's have a look around. That's it. Okay, join. So if I put little dots there, okay, remember that's where it crosses the y-axis. You know, that's where you would do it. You put a little dot here at the x-intercept, and then you would, you know, draw this line. Okay. That's how you graph that. So that's graphing by intercepts. Fairly straightforward. When x is 0, what's y? When y is 0, what's x? Okay. Right. Let's look at another one. Graphing by the slope-intercept form. Okay. This is the slope-intercept form of the equation of the straight line. Okay. So remember, 5 over 2. That's the slope. Negative 1 is the y-intercept, which again should be written like that, of course. But really, all you're looking to do is say, right, it starts at negative 1. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, so this one has a y-intercept of negative 1, and this one has a y-intercept of negative 1. Okay, well, great. Right. So we start at negative 1. What are we going to do to go to another point using 5 over 2 as the slope? Remember this? We go up and over. Okay, so you go up and to the right. Okay, I'm kind of back to front here. So if we go up the y-axis and over to the right, so up 5 and over 2. Up 5, that went over. Oh, that one's only going over 1, isn't it? There, right? They see that. Up 5 over 1. Just count the number of squares. This one goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. That's why it's that one. I went up 5 and over 2. Okay? So that's how you graph by the slope and the y-intercept. Plot the y-intercept and then use the slope to go to another point. Okay. Right. Next one. Now, this is just the same thing. I'm just showing that maybe, you know, fractions are always nice. You can see how far it goes up the y-axis and along the x-axis, y over x. If you need on this one, look, just write it as 2 over 1. So I'm going to start at negative 3 and then go up 2 over 1. Negative 3. There's negative 3. There's negative 3. But this is the one that goes, what is it? Up 2 and over 1. Okay. This is not. This has got a negative slope. This is negative 2x. Minus 3 as an equation, okay? Because that's got a negative slope. Remember which is the positive slope, which is the negative slope, okay? Right, last one. Now when I look at this, there's really nothing much to do at the moment. We'll be doing little things about quadratics later on. But this is just maybe plot a few points, okay? First of all, what's the y-intercept? The y-intercept is when x equals 0. In other words, x squared is 0. 6x is 0. Positive 7 is the y-intercept, not that one. That looks good. Not that one. That looks good. Okay, so right now B and C look good. Okay, so after that, it really is just maybe plot a few points. In other words, look. Okay, let's take this. You see this? When x is 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, when x is negative 3. Okay, what do we get? Okay, let's just try. Now I know this one's right, of course. Let's just try it, okay? So when x is 3, well, we're not going to see an answer over here. It's going to be huge, okay? But this one, when x is 3, right, what's 3 squared? 9, Okay, so remember let's just try x is 3. Put it into the equation. Minus 6x. What's 6 times 3? 18. Okay, and then plus 7. I'm just trying x equals 3 because I see it's here. Okay, I see I get a point. I should get negative 2. Do I? 9 take away 18 is negative 9. Yep, plus 7. I get negative 2. That's why that's the right one. Okay, I'm just checking some points. Okay, so for now, that's how you would look at graphing that particular quadratic.